Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now I thought I'd have a look at something a bit different today. YouTube seemed to be getting a little bit arsey with some military subjects on my channel, so let's try something different. Now I've had this in my stash for a while. I have started it, but I thought I'd go back to this and we'll have a quick look at it. It's from Belkits. It's the MG Metro 604 for the Monte Carlo Rally in 1986, Malcolm Wilson, Nigel Harris. Now, if you're a fan of motorsport from a particular era, the 1980s, in my opinion, was just awesome. You had Group B rally cars tearing up the forests, and they were just unbelievable monsters. I mean, if you can make a mini Metro into a fire-breathing monster, you can do anything with any car. You had the Peugeot 205 T16, you had the Lancia Delta, you had the awesome fire-breathing Audi Quattro 5-cylinder monster, and they shortened that down to short wheelbase. One of my favourite cars. You also had the Formula One era at the time. You had the monster turbo cars. You had Mansell, Prost, Piquet, Senna. It was just unbelievable. You had great rallying. You had great racing, Group C in particular, which I really liked. You had the Jaguars dominating Le Mans, the sprint cars as well. So you had the endurance and the 1,000-kilometre races. You also had terrific touring car racing. It was on the borderline between... You had like Holden Commodores and SD1s and XJSs, V12s, which shifted across to like BMW M3s and the Sierra Cosworth, the Sierra RS Cosworth, the RS 500. Again, such an epic era for cars. So I'll have a quick look at this one. I will be building it in the future because I do build cars, and it's a while since I've built one, and this is just awesome. So you got this mini Metro, the MG Metro 604, Malcolm Wilson, Nigel Harris from the Monte Carlo Rally in 1986. The car was under development. It didn't really reach its potential because Group B got put in the bin after 1986, I think, due to a series of quite bad accidents. 86, yeah, I'm sure it was the end of 86. So let's have a quick look in the box. Like I said, I have been in it before and done some work on it. So we'll have a quick look at the body parts. So that's the body shell. I mean, that looks tremendous, doesn't it? I've already glued on the front bumper and the two side sponsons, the side pods there. But the shape looks absolutely awesome. I think they've captured it perfectly well. It's in pretty tough white plastic, which is obviously the colour it's going to be, white and blue. So that's the body shell. You got the chassis. Again, it's really thick, strong plastic. Nice detail. Again, you got the floor pan pressed in there, and there's a bathtub sits in there, which is that. So obviously that's the rear because the engine was in the back of these things. So that's your cockpit tub. The engine would sit in the back. Speaking of the engine, here we go. It's a V6 normally aspirated engine, 4-wheel drive. Again, I've built a little bit of it so far. So you've got your front differential powering the back wheels, and your prop shaft going to a transfer box to power the front wheels. These were all pretty much from 4-wheel drive. Not all of them. I think the Toyota Celica was rear-wheel drive. The fabulous Lancia 037 was also rear-wheel drive. So we've got some chrome bits there, obviously for the headlights. We've got some empty packet. We've got some thread or some ribbon for the seat belts, for the harnesses. We've got the clear parts. I'll keep them in the bag for now, but they look crystal clear. And you've also got the night driving spot lamps. Now we've got some rubber bits for like mud flaps, wiring harnesses for the spark plugs. They look very good. Covers and whatnot. Yeah, so you got your mud flaps in rubber. Very good. I'm sure they're the same thing, so I'm sure they'll go on perfectly well. We'll look at the transfers in a minute because I don't think I've even got them out of the box myself. We have wheels. So yeah, so why have I got two different? I've got two different sets. I'll have to look at the instructions to work out why I've got different ones. I've got like, oh, it must be for different conditions. Obviously, they must be like for slick tires, and I think they're for more of the gravelly, grippy tires, which they would use on the Monte Carlo. It's going to be muddy, snowy, etc. And speaking of the tires, there you go. That's the tread on them. That's like your mud and snow pattern, I would suggest. Do we have any manufacturer mark on the side? We don't, but they might be in with the transfers. So we've got 4 of them. That's what it actually looks like built up on the wheel. It looks very nice. A few more bits. So you got your mirrors, indicator, all sorts of bits and bobs. And the wiper blades, wiper arms, wiper blades. Like I say, I've done a little bit, so some bits off the sprue. Steering wheel, aluminium foot plate, fire extinguisher. Even got like a wheel brace there, so it must sit in the back. Your 3 sets of pedals. And your massive exhausts and silencers. Obviously 3 per bank, being a V6, normally aspirated engine. Suspension bits, that's going to be the front diff. Discs, brake discs, look very nice. Front shockers, subframe wishbone, skid plate, rear wishbone by the look of it. And look at them exhausts again, they look very nice, don't they? We have, what else we got in the, oh, we've got lots in the box. We've got more tyres, internal door cards, which really didn't have much on, so you got like the cables for the manual door open system. You got the front dashboard, which is going to have all the bits and bobs on for your rally navigation and driver information. You've got the front bank of spot lamps. So we've got the 6 lamps, but that lights up the French streets. So little chrome bits for the mirrors. Is that a mat? I don't know what that is for. Maybe a mask or something. 1 seat, 2 bucket seats, driver, co-driver. And obviously there's the front light pod. Looks very nice as well. The all-important spoiler, so we've got the rear spoiler. Oh, sorry, is that the front spoiler? Yeah, I think that's a rear spoiler. No, that's going to be the front spoiler. That's going to be the rear spoiler. Yeah, so it's got like a big front spoiler on the nose, and that's it there. And that's the rear one, all moulded in one, and very nicely are too. Got some etched brass, etched fret, so we've got the brake discs, which look very nice. Lots of grills and mesh for them. The buckles for the seat belts and the harnesses. 2 little pins, not quite sure what they're for. An aerial, so that looks pretty good. We'll have a quick look at the instructions. So there we go, nice picture on the front and mirrors the box art. Now it gives you colours for Tamiya, Revell, Humbrol and Mr. Hobby. Now I've had a quick look through this before. We'll just quickly scan through it. So just for instance, on the engine here, it gives you like Tamiya call out and Humbrol call out. And every part is got a colour call out on it. So you're never going to go wrong. You're not going to like get lost on what has to be what colour. Well, just quickly flick through it. Again, it looks nice and simple, nice drawings, easy to follow instructions. There's the 2 seats with the seat belts. It shows you how to make the belts up. The harnesses. There's the interior. Lots going on there. I mean, you do all the detail underneath there, then you put the 2 skid plates on, but I guess they've got a right rattling going over, so certainly going on the stages around Monte Carlo. There's the dashboard, very nice as well. There's the engine, ancillary pieces for the engine, roll cage. Now under the body shell, so that's inside the body shell. Again, I've already put them bits on. Rear spoiler, I'll probably paint them separately. The glazing goes on, but that'll be done after all the painting and transfer work's been done. Front spoiler, front dampener there, and front light pod. All comes together. And chassis mates up to the body, and you put your light pod on, you cover on or you cover off. And we've got some nice colour call outs of how it looks. The traditional sort of rover colour, the blue and the white, which is synonymous with the 6R4. Obviously they got later, you got different markings later on when privateers got hold of these cars. So it's a C Reg, what's that, 1985 is it? 85, 86? Oh, 84, 85. But there you go, that's what it looks like. We'll have a quick look at the transfers. It's over here, which I haven't opened, but we'll do that now. Let's grab my knife. Fingers, 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 fingers. Like I say, I've not looked at these before, but I don't mind taking them out of the packet because I'm going to be building this model shortly. And they look very nice. I don't know who makes them, they must do them themselves. And that's It's done by Cartograph of Italy, so you know they're going to be bob on. So the nice high glossy transfers. And we've got the nice carbon fibre underneath as well. So I think these are going to go on perfectly well. If you don't want to do the seat belts, you've also got transfers there. But on this scale, you may as well put the fabric ones on. And there we go. Let's see there, V6 for, I can't really read that, 6.4, I can't really read that. I must have better eyes than me to read that. But there we go. That looks like it's going to be an excellent kit. Can't wait to start it. And I will put a little build video on the channel. I do have the white and the blue already for the Tamiya TS paint, so I've got them in the stash somewhere. They've had them for a few years, so they should be all right. But otherwise, I think we'll build this one. So stay tuned. But it looks like a stonkingly good kit, and Belkits makes some awesome kits. I think they make the Mark 1 Escort. There's made loads of Quattros, I think, and what else did they bring out recently? I think they do Formula 1 cars as well, so we might do some cars in the future, but I highly recommend that one.